My 6-year-old son asked me, Dad, why did you sleep in a closet when you were my age? I freeze with a coffee mug halfway to my mouth because nobody knows that. Nobody except, no. I ask what else this friend said, trying to keep my voice steady. My son shrugs and says the nice homeless man at the park tells him stories about when Daddy was small, he had the same red hair as me. Oh, and your nickname was Ladybug. My hands start shaking. My father is the only person alive who called me Ladybug. The same father I have a restraining order against. The same father who made my childhood a living nightmare until I was finally removed at age 12 after 17 CPS calls. I ask my son where mommy is right now, and he points to the garage. I walk into the garage and see the rising doors wide open and my wife painting like everything's normal. I hit the button to close the doors and ask her point blank if she's been taking our son to see anyone I don't know about. She goes completely still, won't meet my eyes, and I watch her jaw tense up. We need to talk about your dad, she finally says, and my entire world tilts sideways. Before I can even process that, she launches into this speech about how everyone deserves a second chance and how my father is old now and clearly changed. I'm literally wheezing, having a panic attack trying to form words. I ask if she's been letting my father see our son, and the silence is deafening. She admits they've been meeting at the park for 4 months. 4 months. Every Tuesday and Thursday when she's taking our son to the playground after daycare, my father has been there, pretending to be a homeless man who just likes talking to kids. My wife set this up. My wife, who promised on our wedding day that my father would never be in our lives. I ask why he's dressed as a homeless person, and she actually says, so you wouldn't find out yet, like that makes it better. They came up with the disguise plan together. They've been coordinating, conspiring, lying to me for 16 weeks while I thought our son was just playing on swings. I'm pacing now, my brain thinking back to every Tuesday and Thursday. My hands won't stop shaking because I'm remembering things I've spent years trying to forget. I tell her my father used to put cigarettes out on my arms, that I still have the perfectly circular scars, that he snapped when I brought him the wrong beer, and broke my arm so bad my bones stuck out of the skin, only to tell the hospital I fell off my bike, then broke 3 of my fingers a year later, that he locked me in a closet for 2 days with nothing but a bucket. I had talked back to him for the first time in my life. I'm crying now, and then something clicks in my head like ice water. Our son broke his finger 3 weeks ago. I stop crying and look at my wife. I ask if she left our son alone with my father that day. The way her face changes tells me everything. Only for 20 minutes, she whispers. Your dad said he fell off the swings. I actually laugh, this broken sound that doesn't sound like me. I ask if she even checked our son for other injuries. She just stares at me. I pull out my phone and call my father's number, the one I've kept blocked for years but never deleted. He answers on the first ring. My voice is shaking when I ask how many times he's been alone with my son. Enough times to matter, Ladybug, he says, and I can hear the smile in his voice. I ask if he's hurt my son, and there's this long pause before he says, I would never hurt my grandson, in a tone that makes my skin crawl. My wife is standing there looking confused, actually telling me to calm down. She says holding grudges forever isn't healthy, and my father has paid his dues to society. I hang up and look at my wife, really look at her, and I don't recognize this person. I call my lawyer and put her on speaker. I explain everything while my wife's face goes from defensive to pale. My lawyer asks if I have any proof, and my wife says she has photos on her phone of grandfather and grandson bonding at the park. She documented evidence of her helping my father break the restraining order. My lawyer's voice goes cold as she explains that what she's done isn't just a betrayal, it's a crime, and could potentially be considered child endangerment. She asks if I want to pursue full custody. I watch my wife's face crumble as she realizes what she's actually done. I tell her yes. My son walks in asking why daddy's crying, and I pick him up and tell him we're going to Auntie's house. My wife tries to stop us, says we can work this out, but I'm already loading my son into my car. Then my phone buzzes. It's my father. Thank your wife for me, Ladybug. I've been watching your boy sleep. He looks so peaceful, just like you did. I forward the text to my lawyer and my wife's phone. Through the rearview mirror, I watch the exact moment my wife understands how badly she's fucked up.